A lot of people who haven't grown up in this life have very different views on farming. Some of you have only seen what the media shows, and most of the time they are showing you the skewed and bad view of what farming is. What you don't see is how we work and the amount of time and effort that goes into it. Then there are those of you who have some sort of fairy tale view on farming. You think white picket fences and big red barns, but the reality is a world away from what you're picturing. Of course, there are those of you who have a bit more of an understanding of what farming is and how it works, whether because of family or friends or you grew up close to it, but either way, you don't exactly know what goes on in a farm, the things we do, and why we do them. Lamb marking. Lamb marking is a technique that is often looked down upon for cutting off the lamb's tail, a part of its body. The very notion is what causes concerns from the public, and they question, is it necessary? If you're a lamb producer for either fiber production or for meat production, chances are you'll run a reasonable number of animals or a mob. Some number in the hundreds, some in the thousands. Just like all businesses, a farm needs to be profitable to be viable. It's also the one that relies on nature, so living animals and plants are the business. Therefore, the farmer has an obligation to maintain the best possible practices for the health and welfare of said animals or plants. Lambs are an amazing source of food and fiber for human consumption, so we are obligated to give them the best life possible. The chore of lamb marking is one job that is necessary. The blowfly is a mortal enemy of a lamb. The moment a lamb has a little poo or wee stain on its wool, it becomes a bit stained and it reeks a bit. Absolute heaven to blowflies. Maggots, when they strike a lamb in worse conditions, can kill a lamb in 2 to 3 days, usually takes longer. They start by eating away at the healthy flesh, burrowing deep. They secrete ammonia and causes poisoning and death if left untreated. We have found if we remove the tail, then we reduce the chance of stains or smells, reducing the chances of fly attractions. Another concern are the tags, but we give the lambs a tag for identification purposes. We also give them their first vaccination against diseases that can harm the animal and spread to others, much like human diseases. We also castrate male lambs to prevent them from being able to breed, but this is a necessary procedure for the health and well-being of the animal. A lot of effort is given to maintain the health and welfare of the animal, specifically just the lamb, plus the onslaught of media bias. There are many areas that are affecting the farm, making it one of the most vulnerable industries out there. It's a hard life, but it's a bloody good one.